Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Indigo here. Hope you're having a good day or a good night, whatever time it is when you watch this video. Okay. I hear somebody's like thanking God. Okay, somebody's thanking God. Somebody just keeps saying thank you, God, thank you, God, thank you. Somebody's in a very grateful energy today, okay? Period. Bitch, I just woke up. I went to sleep at like 5 o'clock this morning. Y'all know how I am. Straight up. Um, I have a message. I don't know where I want to start though. Okay, so along your journey, right? Along your path, right? Along this ascension, reaching your higher self, all this shit, right? It is absolutely necessary for you to understand that every single fucking part of what it is that you do, you participate in, you don't participate in, it all is intermingled with your divine path. People understand now, maybe thanks to Terrence Howard, maybe thanks to somebody else, right? That a straight line does not exist in life. There are no such thing. There's no such thing as a straight line. Okay? I'm pretty sure you all have seen that. Excuse me, that post where it's like, oh, the road to success. And then you see a straight line and then you see a bumpy line, right? That is the bumpy line got the ball there faster than the straight line did. Okay? So understanding that everything plays a part in the overall reality is the embodiment of I will not allow myself to be derailed from my higher consciousness, which is really just my higher awareness of my emotional state. A lot of people go through things and they allow themselves to get worked up, right? And I'm the first bitch to cry. Like, a bitch loves to cry because crying is purging. In the crying, there is no sense of hopelessness, fear, anxiety. Those are all illusions, right? So the devil will like to think that, oh, you're crying, so let me attack you now because you're at your most vulnerable state. However, you have to turn that most vulnerable state into your most powerful state. How you choose to do that is really essentially up to you. For me, the energy in which it is that I exude, I also know how to contain it. Okay, you know how people talk about semen retention? Yes, bitch. There's also energy retention. You could be releasing physical bodily fluids and still be retaining life. Okay? Like, for example, when I gave birth, I bled the fuck out, bitch. Clearly, my body could feel that, bitch. There's not a lot of blood in here. Like what's happening? Like, we need that. Like, but my higher consciousness, my higher understanding is okay. My body is going through a very traumatic experience right now. So my mind is not going to try to rationalize this situation any further than it has. I'm going to now step into the spiritual and remain attached to my vessel, but detached enough to where the trauma does not affect my conscious state of being attached to my vessel. I don't know if that shit makes sense to y'all, but that shit makes so much sense to me. Right? So it's like in life, nothing is ever going to be perfect. There are going to be ups and downs. There are going to be things that happen and take place, right? It doesn't matter. Like, you can't allow that shit to change or dictate who it is that you are or the path that it is that you're going to walk down. I feel like awareness is always key. Like, awareness is always the number one answer. So if you are aware, and then you also have the ability to control your own emotional state, you will always be aware. Like, simple. That's just what it is. So it's like, people have to understand that, like, we're all different beings. So what makes sense to you might not make sense to the other person, but whatever it is that you're doing, there is a godly intended purpose behind it. And I don't even care if your actions are of a devious nature. If the divine controls the devil, then the divine has the devil on a mission in your life. You feel me? So don't sleep. Like, there's a lot of information and people be like regurgitating it, but to understand that shit is to walk and embody all of that understanding and overstanding. Like, my collective, you can never be swayed. You can never be swayed. You're always on your path. It does not matter. Okay? And you be eating projection and negativity, low vibrational ass energy. You be eating that shit like Mario be eating mushrooms. Like, have you ever done mushrooms and had a bad trip? First time I ever did shrooms, I ate an eighth. I ate a whole eighth of shrooms. And a bitch cried so hard because I realized that reality was false and I was the only thing that was real in it. And I cried and I cried and I cried. And at that time I had dogs and I lived at the skate shop that I worked at also. And all the white girls wanted to pet my dog, wanted to pet my dog, wanted to pet my dog, but they didn't want to fucking acknowledge me. But they wanted to pet my dog and talk about how fucking cute he was. That shit made me cry. Literally on the floor in the corner, holding my dog, bawling. I came out a stronger and even better bitch after that. Like, it'd be the truth of reality that really will make us emotional, but the truth of reality is beautiful, just as it is fucking horrifically, tremendously ugly. You can't have one without the other. And the accepting of both allows you to live a free life. Okay? So let's get into the message for the collective. What do we have for the collective today, Spirit? Okay? That 8 energy, 8 of Pentacles. Very focused, right? And I see like this extra pentacle next to it being like the fact checker. Like, okay, I'm making this pentacle, is it the same size? Okay, yeah. Are the lines the same? Okay, yeah. Like, he's referencing to this pentacle to make this other pentacle. So it's really like building off of what it is that you've already built. This could be physically, or this could be even in the sense of your thoughts, how you think, right? Your emotional state, okay? The Knight of Pentacles very attentive, okay, very mature. This is somebody that you would say is mature for their age, okay? Or this is somebody that is mature and you would say that are they're very youthful, okay? Cuz this is a grown ass man under this suit. That's a beard. That's a mustache. That's a thick one too. That's a grown ass man. I don't give a fuck. He could be like in his 20s, 30s, but that's a grown ass man. And it could just be the wisdom in which reflects on his outer exterior, right? So somebody is taking action. And somebody has been taking action. That's the crazy part. Like, you've been taking action this whole time, but the illusion that people are placing around you is that you haven't been taking action. The action in which it is that you're meant to take from the divine is you ascending. It doesn't really have to do with the physical thing. It's more spiritual and mental than it is anything. And I feel like you have been doing exactly what the fuck it is that you've been needing to do. And people are trying to make you feel like you haven't been doing what the fuck it is that you need to do because what they feel you need to do and what they're seeing you do is not a reflection of what they're thinking in their head, but their life is not yours. You know how people be like, well, I would just, like, okay, well, you would just, but for you, that's just what you would do. Like, okay, it's not me though. And I see Four of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. Should I take this out, Spirit? Okay, so the Four of Wands, stability. This is all about finances right here. And you obtaining something to secure stability for yourself. Okay? Whatever you want your stability to look like is what your stability is going to be. You could be the richest man in the world and decide to live in a fucking tent on the outskirts of town. Like, you could be the richest man in the world and buy an acre of land and grow your own food and live in a fucking RV. Like, you could be the poorest man in the world and be living in a fucking penthouse for free. Fuck is you talking about? Like, it's levels to this shit. Like, it's levels to being a divine being, ain't it? It's wild, ain't it? I'm gonna take this too. The the 10 of Wands with the Four of Swords. Somebody is reflecting on all these burdens that they've been carrying. Okay, maybe from whatever this job is that you do. Okay, this could also be some type of organization. Okay, or something that you have been committed to due to your upbringing. Okay, your traditional values, your traditional beliefs. Something has had you stuck in an illusion. And maybe it is the perception of what stability is. Okay, maybe you are understanding that your stability looks the way it does due to the projections of what other people feel that it is that you should have, or what it is that you feel that you need to have to show up in society as an acceptable, stomachable human being, right? It's like the idea of the person that feels that they need a shave so that people don't perceive them to be a certain way versus the person that doesn't give a fuck and will either have facial hair or not have facial hair, right? I feel like I feel like, oh, hi, hi, oh my gosh, hello, what are you saying to me? Wow, you're so beautiful. Thank you. Wow, you guys. There's a cardinal right outside the window. And what's crazy is that, okay, this window has a gate on it. Yo, the South is fucking wild. Like, I feel like the rain needs to come more and just rip all this shit the fuck out the ground because this shit blows my mind. There's a fucking gate on this window. And a cardinal just flew into the middle of the gate. The gate also kind of reminds me of Rapunzel. Or you know, she's trapped up in the tower and she had to let her hair down so he could climb up. And there was a bar on the window. He had to get her. He had to get his bitch though. Period. He said, "Baby, you got long hair, and I know how to climb. Let that shit down. I'm finna come get you." I'm pretty sure there was a bar on the gate too. Okay, but somebody could be reflecting on just unnecessary burdens that they've been carrying. And I'm looking at the Ten of Wands, it's like projections of other people that cause you to take actions that cause burdens for you. But those were burdens that you were willing to carry because those were actions in which it is that you felt that you needed to take. And now that you've spent time reflecting on that, you now understand that, I've carried those burdens and I don't want to anymore. So you're going to take a different approach to something. This could be with your work or with how it is that you obtain stability for yourself. I feel like there's a need to let go of any, there's a need to acknowledge trauma or not trauma, indoctrinated beliefs from the society in which it is that you grew up in. Okay, a lot of people could be realizing that their family are fucking cult leaders. That their family are fucking cult leaders, dark magicians, warlocks, witches. They learn all types of shit, and they're like, "Damn, I want to be like you. I'm listening to you. I'm taking advice from you. I don't want to be like you though, so why would I take advice from you?" Great question to ask, right? King of Rods with the devil on the bottom. Passion. Right? How do passion and lust intermingle? That's a great question. That's a great question. Nuggy, nuggy, nuggy. Two of Cups, Temperance, Ten of Pentacles, and the Eight of Wands. The fuck, bitch? That escalated. That escalated quickly, girl. Somebody's thinking about a relationship. Maybe this is you, like, feeling burdened. Like, maybe you're like, right? Like a man's. So you could have grew up with that ideology of a man being a provider, a protector, right? Which I feel like, yes, like, bitch, don't all princesses want that? Don't all queens, princesses, empresses want that, right? But maybe you're understanding that what that will look like for the person in which it is you would be providing for and protecting, it looks completely fucking different than what you were taught that it looks like. Okay? And maybe you could be reflecting on that. So maybe you've been preparing yourself for a certain Two of Cups situation, but you don't. I'm not saying that you don't know this person, but maybe you don't necessarily understand how this person thinks, with the Two of Cups being below the Four of Swords. Okay? And I think they always say that boys mature slower than girls. So maybe your the understanding of a person in which it is that you have a romantic interest in, you're starting to understand these things. Right? Your ego is not allowing something to be what it is not. Okay? But there's Temperance Angel here. I've been picking up on Archangel Metatron a lot lately. More so last night than anything. Uh, I don't know why I keep yawning. Okay, that's definitely significant. Okay. Yeah. I feel like this. So the divine is giving you Ten of Pentacles. Okay, it's coming in. It's coming in fast. It's coming in hot, bitch. It's spicy. It's hot. And I feel like you now have an understanding of what to do with this. Okay. I just feel like you're so much more wiser and you understand shit so much more in depthly, and like your emotions are so potent right now. Like they're so potent. The Emperor, the Queen of Cups, a boss daddy. Okay, you have Aries in your chart. Aries. The Queen of Cups. That's funny. I don't know why I'm hearing that song. I'm hearing that Jack Harlow song, but I'm hearing the part where he's like, "I'm vanilla baby. I choke you, but I ain't no killer baby. She 28, telling me I'm still a baby. I get love in Detroit like Skilla baby." Okay, yeah, Aries energy, the Tower. You've reflected on something, and now you're ready to take a leap of faith. And I feel like people just want you to not. Like people have been projecting so much shit on you that you haven't even really been aware of, like how much you've grown, how much you've changed, okay? Like adversity just makes you stronger. Like that's all that it does. That's all it's ever did for you. And I feel like you're just accepting that. Like you're accepting it as what it is. Okay, I also feel like there's a Queen of Cups of interest or someone that you have on your mind, someone that you're looking at. Okay, feathers are significant. Okay, this somebody that you love. You love this person. That's why the Ace of Cups is here. You love them. Ooh, Judgment, King of Swords, Six of Wands. Somebody's like, the past is the past. Like, let's just leave it there. Let's just leave it there. Somebody's mad at you. Or somebody's not mad at you. Maybe they could feel a sense of disappointment in you. Okay, but we all know the Queen of Cups is a nurturer. A nurturer. And I kept seeing the Queen of Wands. I see the Queen of Pentacles. So somebody could be like intimidated by your, like you're so grounded, but you're so sexy. Like you're so fucking attractive. And like you have like this high vibrational ass sexual energy, right? And like people only look at the Queen of Rods as like, people look at the Queen of Rods in the upright as a whore still. Like people be referring her as a whore. People be referring the Queen of Pentacles in the upright as a gold digger. Like people are so focused on the negative connotation to every fucking thing that exists that shit can't even just live freely. Like you can't tell me I'm a whore and then tell me like, oh, high sex drive usually is for people who have high healing energy, bitch, because my pussy is healing. Okay? And you can't force anybody into anything, right? But if the divine sends you in somebody's life, bitch, you're going to be who it is that you are. It doesn't matter if people call you a whore. It doesn't matter if people call you a gold digger. Bitch, it doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, you're a fucking warrior. It's that Leo energy. It's Leo season period, okay? And like, yeah, you're the warrior, but you're not wounded. In this deck, nigga not wounded. He's standing tall. He like, yeah, okay, bitch. But at the end of the day, I'm finna get to this last wand, and we finna drop this shit. And then I'm finna be back at the page. I'm finna be back in my youthful energy after I just learned some shit. Okay, like, I don't know. People have a perception of you based on what the fuck they're being taught to think. People aren't taught to think for themselves. People are usually inspired by another thought and then go off of that and try to formulate their own thought, but you don't really get the last formulation of your own thought until you've had your own experience. I fuck with the female that is like, yeah, you got to experience me. Like, that was the gift. Like, I feel like a lot of rappers, a lot of women these days are like, no, I am the fucking gift. And last night I was channeling that song, girls can't never say they want it and girls can't never say how. Yeah, because women are taught to be whatever the fuck while men just get to be whatever the fuck and then still expect us to show up in a certain way. Like, baby, shit's changed. And I feel like people are starting to understand that change. Understanding is now the next part, right? Because whoever you are, you're the Queen of Cups, you're the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles is out here. Bitch, I seen the Queen of Swords. Somebody's taking a look at maybe the multitudes of sides in which it is that you bring to the table. And I find that this person finds them all to be very fucking attractive. Like, this person finds you to be so attractive. Spiritually, physically, mentally, like sexually, emotionally. Like, somebody is viewing you from a complete perspective. Okay? And I feel like there was a period of time where somebody just couldn't see, but it was due to how they were fucking brought up, how they were brought up to think. Okay, there definitely is like shady energy in the back, like karmics being karmics, but why the fuck are we gonna keep talking about them bitches? I know a lot of y'all is paying y'all bills off of karmics, because that's all y'all content be about. That's how y'all pay y'all bills. And it's crazy because you'll talk so much shit about the karmic, but you won't understand and have respect for the fact that the karmic and the karmic's energy is literally providing a fucking income and a stability for you. But you'll fucking go in on them instead of showing them grace, honor. Okay? Here's the Queen of Swords with the Justice. You can have Libra in your fucking chart, okay? Y'all done woke a bitch up today. I'm sweating this shit. It's lit. We got birds flying in the window. Motherfuckers is not ready. Like, bitch. Anyways, somebody likes how you speak. Somebody feels like you're so balanced and like so poised and like, yeah. This could also be the legal system too. I feel like the legal system, if you're under that government study shit, these motherfuckers like really actually fuck with you. You're scary as fuck to these people. Like, like your whole entire being is scary as fuck to these people, but you're very like alluring to them as well. Like, these people look at you and you enact emotions that they have not been able to tap into for so long. Like, you're the type of fucking person that could turn a robot into a fucking human. Like, and that's literally what you're doing, collective. Which is why you're doing exactly what you're doing, because you work for God. Like, that's your job. Okay? The world. Yeah, you're definitely being watched and monitored, but it's not a negative energy. Somebody wants to balance the scales out. This could be by removing some type of distance that is between y'all. Okay. King of Cups with the Hangman. Somebody has Sagittarius in their chart. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Somebody just didn't know how to feel. Because even how I placed that, like I placed the Hangman over the 10 of Wands. So it's like, okay, let's remove all these wands. Let me make this post right here so I can just post up real quick, right? And like maybe I just need to take time so I can view this from a different perspective. Somebody's waiting to see you. Somebody has your somebody has your post notification bell on, okay? But somebody, so you could be a YouTuber with the world justice. You could be somebody that speaks on somebody said it's nobody like you. Like somebody will look at other people and they'll be like, oh, I wish she could embody that, or I wish she thought like that, or I wish she could see that. But somebody's looking at you and they're like, she does, but she doesn't go about it in the same way that everybody else does. And somebody's understanding the bag in which it is that you're in, and why you move the way that you move, and why you appear to the world the way that you appear to the world. Somebody's really understanding some shit and choosing to not be blind. Okay? And it's a death. It's an ending to being in your head. Okay? Because the sun is here. Something's been shown to you. It's been proven to you. It's been shown. You fucking are soulmates with somebody. And bitch has been starting illusions, which has been making you say shit or do shit or act out of character, but you're still like, fuck it, I'm gonna take this leap of faith anyways, because bitch, at the end of the day, the wheel is turned in my favor, so I might as well be incognito with the shit and be truthful about what the fuck this was, because there's a truth that has to be spoken here about some fucking magic and some shit that you were guided away from, some shit that you were in that led to you fulfilling yourself emotionally, and also stepping away from things, people, places, the shit that don't serve you. So there is no hard feelings, there is no hate, there is no animosity, there is no, oh, she doesn't love me anymore, no, she doesn't care. It's just like, bitch, life goes on, and who's about to stay sad all fucking day? Nobody, because we got healing to do, we have shit to do. Like, you could be woe is me all motherfucking day, but bitch, woe is me is not abundant. Bitch, this is abundant. You know, this bitch went through a lot to get here. She went through a fucking lot to get to where it is that she was destined to be at. So she's gonna enjoy it. She's gonna enjoy getting there, and she's gonna enjoy when she gets there. And any bitch that has a problem with it, kiss her ass. Period. Or kiss his ass. Period. Cause who the fuck are y'all? People be talking like they God. Bitch, until God come down and tell me that shit, it ain't. It's not that. It's so great to be back, collective. I've missed you so much. I've missed you so much. Mama has missed you guys so much. It's so good to be back, guys. But yeah, that's the message that I got for you guys. If anything I said resonated with you in this video, make sure you click the like button. So the video can catch the algorithm or not, you know, because balance is definitely needed. I love you guys, and I will see you later. Bye.